Hi, this is Whirledpeas Knits, episode 7, and to just go right into my works in progress, in my toast bag by Lois, Knitting's My Bag, I have some West Yorkshire Spinners yarn on the needles. There we go. And I have Blueberry Bonbon color 365 and Peacock color 851. And I'm making some Afterthought heel socks. And I'm on the second sock. So I've got the first one done except for the Afterthought heel. And then the second one. I'm about this far along. And these are being knit on size 2, 2.75 Caspian wood needles by Knit Picks. These are one of my favorites. I like these, but I just recently started using the metal needles, and I like those too. So, and these are Afterthought heel socks, if I didn't say that already, by Laura Linneman. And then the next project that I have on the needles is in my Petaloop bag by Jen. It's in the triangle bag, and it's flannel, and I love it. It has 2 projects in it. The first project is Deborah Norville Serenity yarn, and this you can just buy at the big box stores. I think I got this at Joann Fabrics, because there's a Joann kind of near where I live. And here's what I have done so far. I think I was about down here, maybe I got about this much done. Yesterday I was working on these. And this color is in 10407, the chili colorway. And I'm using the Knitter's Pride Carbons needles in the 6-inch, and I really like these needles. I got a second pair of just this size because this is the size I use the most recently. So, and then the other project that's in this bag is Crazy Zauberball, colorway 1699, and I'm using 5-inch DPNs. Straighten that out. And they're signature needles, and I do really like these, but they're kind of expensive, so I only have a couple pairs, like 1 or 2 pairs. This colorway is 1699. I'm not sure if I said that already. And I really like how it's knitting up. I like the color changes. I can't wait to see what it looks like, you know, when I get farther into the ball. And then the next thing I have on the needles is, this is a new project. So my grandmother came from Italy, and her name's Elba, and she's passed away, but she used to make slippers for all of us every year for Christmas, and I have been making slippers just for my immediate family, and I had a pair of slippers that had a blowout recently, which is what we call when it gets a hole in the bottom. So so I started a new project with slippers, and this is in a Silver Shed bag. It's called the Silver Shed USA on Etsy if you're interested. And so in this bag, I have two acrylic yarn balls, and what I do is I carry them double strand, and I'm using Encore, and the colorways that I'm using are Encore Tweed, and this one's by Plymouth Yarn, color W 459, and then this one is Encore Color Spun, and it kind of goes from color to color in kind of like a rainbow effect. And this one is Plymouth Yarn also, and it's color number 7333. Pastel Multi is what it says on it. And this one said Lagoon on it. I don't know if I said that earlier. I don't think I did. And so what I do is I hold them, you know, one strand of each. You could do the same color yarn if you like, but I just use any kind of scraps that I have left over. And I got both of those yarns or skeins at a place in Estes Park, a little yarn shop in the summer when I went there, called the Stitching Den. And I don't even know if I got it this summer or the last summer, because I go there every summer. So, and I got both of those there. And when I hold them together, I'm using size 8 needles. And I kind of just like looked at what my grandmother had made. I had like a sample pair. And I just did what she did on the sample pair. So I was like, well, it looks like I knit like 12, and then I purl 1, knit 10, purl 1. Oops, there's a piece of yarn hanging. Oh. And then I purl 1, and then I knit 12 again. And it kind of like makes a little seam kind of along. There's a little cat head right there in the way. But you could see under here, there's another. That's where the pearls are. And then the back side, this is the side that I do the pearls on, the single purl row. And then this is what it looks like on the opposite side. And this side I knit across on the other side. So it just kind of makes like a little slipper. And so this ends up being like the bottom of your foot, and then these are like the sides of the foot. And so it's kind of hard to tell until I get a little bit further along. But we are in need of slippers right now because both of them, both mine and my husband's, have a hole in the bottom. They had a blowout. So so I'm working on this pair for him. But so I do have mine to show. I mean, they're not new or anything like that. They're old. But this is kind of what they look like when I get them all done. So I do that ribbing thing, well, in the front. But I do in the back, so there's the knit 12, the purl 1, the knit 10, the purl 1, and the knit 12. And then I just do like now these are old, just across the top, I do like a purl, like I'm sorry, a rib. And this one appears to be like knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. So once I do this about the size of our foot, then I go ahead, and the front part of the foot, I just do the purl. And if I'm over or under by a stitch, I'll just knit 2 together or whatever. It's no big deal. They're just slippers. And they seem to last a long time. What I do is I usually make about 2 pair every winter for each of us because we go through them and they get holes in them. And I really love them. So I'm working on that. I'll let you know how that goes. And then the next thing, this thing is what I mostly spent all my time knitting on, is my sock yarn blanket. Let me just flip the page in my notebook. So my sock yarn blanket, I kind of just got really into it, and so I was knitting, or crocheting on it a lot. So it's very big now. So I'll just show it. So it's kind of like this long across, you know, enough to cover you sufficiently, and then it kind of goes up like this. So I worked a lot on this. This is kind of what I was sitting, you know, like underneath of it while it's been snowing and everything. So I did like a lot of work on that. And this is all just sock yarn scraps. I used a size F crochet hook. And the pattern is the Granny Stripes blanket by Lucy of Attic 24 blog. And it's a free pattern. And on Ravelry, you can see how many stitches I started with. I made like a project page for it. So, yep. So there it is. I put a lot onto it this time. So really, I mean, it covers my whole lap now. So there you go. And that's just all scraps. And I also wanted to say that I was on Instagram and I saw that Vegan Jilly was going to be doing a mini skein swap so I could put more little stripes on my blanket. So I was like, oh, cool. So I thought I'll sign up for that. And that's on the Knitting Broomstick group on Ravelry. And the sign-ups close on February 10th. So you just have to sign up before then. And it's just in one of the little threads, and it says mini skein swap. And then you just have to do mini skeins, like 6 grams, which somebody said they were like 20 yards, 20 to 25 yards. So I'll do 25. I'll err on the bigger side. Yeah, and you just have to do 6 of them. And then the partners will be announced on February 13th. So I was like, that sounds cool. So I'm going to do that so I can get more stripes for my blanket. And the next thing that I was going to go on to is finished objects. So I finished 2 pairs of socks, which I just dropped one on the ground. So the first pair of socks that I finished were the Zauberball socks. And these were those 2 that were different, you know. They were quite different. So, and this was that sport weight Zauberball. And it was color number 2079, pink, white, and spring green colorway. And so these are kind of more heavy duty. And I did them on the same size needles I like, the 2.75. And I did 60 stitches around because they were more like a sport weight. I did them with my Knitter's Pride Dreams. And I can't wait to try them out and see. This is my first pair of Zauberball. I mean, I've never done the sock weight, but this is my first pair of the sport weight that I've done, that I finished. So that looks really, really different, but that's cute though. I mean, I like those colors. So, and then the next pair of socks that I finished the second pair. And these are the West Yorkshire Spinners colorway Cherry Drop and Hollyberry. And the Cherry Drop was $5.29 and the Hollyberry was $8.86. And I used 5-inch DPNs, 2.75 Caspian wood, and I did 64 stitches around. And I have like a size 12 women's foot. So, and I'm like 6'2", so I'm really tall. But, so these, I can't wait to try them out. I had heard a couple people say that they kind of got a little baggy or something like that after they wore them for a little bit. So I'll let you know how that goes. And plus I have that second pair on the needles that I've been working on. So we'll see how that goes. And I did have quite a bit of yarn left. This is what I had left afterwards. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make another pair yet until I try them out and see if I like them, especially since I have that other pair. So, and then the other thing that I have is my purchases. I'm still waiting on my special yarn to match the superhero gloves. So that is still being made, in the process, in the works and everything with Desert Vista Dye Works. So I haven't gotten that yet in the mail. But I did get some yarn that I had special ordered before that. And I had ordered 3 colorways from her for the year or whatever so far. And this one is Eau Clark. I had been wanting this one by Desert Vista Dye Works. And it's Eau Clark in a, I don't know if you can see it, in a very, actually it's self-striping. Yep. And this is after the movie, the Christmas Vacation. So, yep, I can't wait to do these because, and it kind of looks like 4th of July kind of colors too a little. So I really like this. I've been wanting this, so I finally got it. And then the second one that I got was milk chocolate covered cherries. I thought this was really pretty. And I definitely won't get them done before Valentine's Day, but I just thought that was really pretty. And that's also in a self-striping, the milk chocolate covered cherries. And then the third one that I got from her was a zombie colorway. It's Here Comes the Zombride. So, yeah, and this is a self-striping also. So I kind of can't wait to see what this looks like. I like lighter colors. And so this is going to be cool. So, and that's everything for today. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.